Meaning that if you were in the time of Jesus and you followed him, you were a Muslim. If you were in the time of Abraham, you followed him, you were a Muslim.
Now, I hope you guys have listened to the video. So let's try to debunk this claim made by you, most of the Muslims. If I were at Jesus' time and followed him in his earthly ministry or in his lifetime, thus it makes me a Muslim. So welcome guys to my channel. If you are new here, please do subscribe and share with your fellow being, and don't forget to leave your feedback in the comment section. So let's try to debunk this claim. Now, from Christian perspective, the term Muslim or Islam, as we know today, did not even existed in Jesus' time. Islam as a faith began in the 7th century CE with the Prophet Muhammad, like more than 600 years after Jesus. So, I would not be a Muslim, but I would be a more Jewish person. Historically speaking, Jesus of Nazareth lived in the 1st century CE in Roman-occupied Judea. He was a Jew and born into Jewish context, and his followers, the earliest Christians, were also Jews who believed that he was the promised Messiah. So, historically, if you had followed Jesus during his lifetime, you would have been considered a Jewish follower of Jewish teacher, Rabbi. Now, let's try to understand why Muslims always claim that we are all Muslims despite having different religions. Now, from Islamic perspective, Islam teaches that all prophets from Adam to Prophet Muhammad preached submission to God, so-called Allah, which is the literal meaning of the word Islam. Jesus, known as Isa in Arabic, regarded as great prophet and messenger, but not divine. So, his true followers were Muslims in the sense that they all submitted to the one God. But however, we do need to understand from Old Testament perspective, and what was God's name when God introduced himself to Moses, Abraham, and to other prophets in the Old Testament. It was Yahweh, not the Allah. So we are not all Muslims. Now, let's try to understand from Christian perspective why we are not Christians. Now, from Christianity teaches that Jesus is the Son of God and the Messiah, the Savior. His followers were called Christians, and salvation comes through faith in him alone. Christianity sees itself as a new covenant distinct from Judaism. So, from Christian view of point, if you had followed Jesus during his lifetime or earthly ministry, you would be among the first Christians, though the term was not used until later. We can see Acts chapter 11 verse 26, and I hope you guys like this video. Please do subscribe and share with your fellow being, and don't forget to leave your feedback in the comment section. So